Well, back now to the story we started to bring you a few minutes ago. Agriculture is the biggest industry in the state of Mississippi, and many of those farms are family owned. They're passed down from generation to generation, but it comes with challenges. 16 WAPT's Brooklyn Joyner taking a look into the future of farming here in the Magnolia State and the push to get more young people involved.
Here at Philip Good Farms in Macon, among these thousands of acres, it's all about corn, soybeans, cotton, and wheat.
I grew up on this farm.
You can also find some cattle as well as catfish on the family farm.
Feeding the world is very important.
It's a labor of love for the Good family that spans generations.
We go back probably 5 to 7 generations of what we've counted.
3 of those generations, Philip Good, his father, and now his son Christian, with the hope of passing it along to the next.
It would be a goal and a pleasure of ours to have, the legacy continued.
But the family farming business has its challenges here in the state.
I think right now, because row crop farming particularly is just really unprofitable, and those guys are probably steering their children away from coming back to the family farm.
Mike McCormick is the president of the Mississippi Farm Bureau. He says this is like a case of deja vu, having a father who once encouraged him to pursue another career.
When the early 80s hit, we had embargoes, we had high interest rates, and things just really turned sour for farmers. There was a lot of bankruptcies. A lot of people lost their farms, and that's about the time that I was going to college, and my father just didn't want that life for me.
He says current farmers are dealing with similar situations, the threats of tariffs, inflation, and lack of safety net through the Farm Bill, and that's pushing younger people out. But for Christian Good, as soon as his father retires, he's ready to take over the family business.
I love the ability for it to be not only a business, but a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle he's grown up in and has prepared for while attending Mississippi State University.
I did several internships during my college experience, and then came back home to the family farm to work alongside my father, Philip Good.
MSU has one of the largest agricultural learning departments in the country and is working hard to keep young people invested in the industry.
We have a school farm right near where we're standing today. And that school farm is designed to help young people to gain the skills so that they can know how they could become a farmer.
And if they're not interested in working in the fields and getting their hands dirty, they can try the business side of operations.
Yeah, there's a lot of jobs out there today for students who want to specialize in something like ag autonomy and be trained in our plant science department and our ag autonomy institute.
There's also a push in the state to get students even younger interested.
You don't see many kids nowadays going into it, and if you do, they have always been in it.
Grayson and Layton were raised on farms and are just months away from attending college.
My main thing that I do is showing livestock.
They're now trying to decide their futures while serving in the Mississippi Youth Agriculture Council.
When it's 3 a.m. and you're having to pull calves or lambs, it does make you second guess it.
But life on the farm means a lot to them.
Somebody who plays softball or baseball or even football, when you graduate high school, there is a good chance that that's over for you. Or even if you play sports in college, that's kind of where the road ends. But for agriculture, we can be in this our entire lives.
I definitely want to be more involved in the policy and law side of agriculture, because that's really so important, because these farmers, they're putting in these hard days, it's like so much labor into all of this stuff, and they just need someone who has a heart for it and that's passionate for it to represent them.
Brooklyn Joyner, 16 WAPT News.